This is going to be my third and final attempt at fucking giving this video out for you guys. This is the Panda monk for the upcoming expansion in Warcraft. Alright, so basically they are definitely most related to a rogue. But instead of their finishing moves using up all of their chi, which is right here, instead of using up all of them, they use a specific amount. So your main attack is called jab. It changes according to what weapons you have equipped. So if it's fist weapons or just your hands, jab. If it's two weapons like I have right now, it's called sever. And then with a two-handed weapon, it's called something else. But it changes how it looks on like each different type. So with this, it would just be this little attack like this. And this attack builds up your chi, which is used for pretty much everything else. So you have a bunch of these little skills. The two main ones that you'll probably be using like 90% of the time are called Tiger Palm and Blackout Kick. Tiger Palm, Blackout Kick, right here. The Tiger Palm does extra damage when they're above 50%, so you definitely use that. And then the Blackout Kick does more damage when they're below 50%, so you want to switch up depending on the health of the enemy. Another good one that you probably should use at the beginning of the fight would be this thing called the Rising Sun Kick, and it does a really high amount of damage, costs 2 chi, and it increases the damage for your next attacks by 10% for 15 seconds. One of my favorite attacks to initialize combat is called Flying Serpent Kick. You have to time it, so you fly towards them doing some crazy kick that you fly through the air towards your enemy, and then you have to drop down. And when you drop down, everybody within 8 yards takes a certain amount of damage, and they're slowed by 70% for 3 seconds. So I'll show you that one right now. Stuff like that. So then I'll do the Rising Sun Kick. If you saw that, this is the Tiger Palm, and this is the Blackout Kick right there. And it drops these orbs. Some of them are these ones right here, the healing orbs, and the other ones are chi orbs. And when you pick those up, you get chi. In order to get the chi orbs, you have to kill them using your Blackout Kick. But the healing orbs will always drop regardless. One of the more powerful attacks now is called the Touch of Death. So I'll show that. And it kills an AI opponent if it has the same or less health than you instantly. And that ring costs 3 chi. That was pretty interesting. I've been hearing a lot of complaints from people because they say it's too overpowered, but it's only against computer players. That was roll right there. So, Rising Sun Kick, Tiger Palm, Blackout Kick. Besides those, they have a ton of stuns and snares. So I'll start trying to show you those. One of them is racial, so regardless of if you're a monk or not, you're going to be able to use this next one. And it's called Quaking Palm. And it will put them to sleep for 4 seconds. So I'll show that. Boom. It didn't quite work because there's an enemy attacking it, but you get the idea. So then another one is not a stun, it's just a sleep like the last one, basically, and it's called paralysis. And if you're facing them, it does it for 30 seconds if it's an AI, and 60 seconds if you're behind the target. For a player, it would be 4 seconds in front and about 6, maybe 8 seconds if you're behind them. So I'll try and show you on this tiger. Just kidding, it's attacking somebody else. Flying Serpent Kick is a really good way to get around. So here's paralysis. Boom. See, they're paralyzed, so they're stuck in exactly what they were doing right beforehand. So you can go behind them. You can do your Rising Sun Kick and then stun, which is called Fist of Fury. And it stuns them and does damage every second for the amount of stun that it causes. it has an area of effect as well. So if you have 3 people in front of you and you're doing that, it'll hit all of them and stun all of them for 4 seconds. As long as they're within that cone. This one right here I can't show you because there's no humanoid things around here, but it's called grapple weapon, and if you're fighting like a warrior or something, you basically take their weapon from them and equip it if it's better than what you have, including if they have a sword and shield. That's what it says right here, at least. Even if you don't equip it, it'll still disarm them for 8 seconds. Then you have this right here called disable. I'll show that to you right now. So this one, you apply it, and every application of it increases or decreases their movement speed by 25%, and a third application will actually snare them to the ground. Like that, see? Now they're snared, they can't move. Another snare that you have is called the Fire Blossom, and it's a distance thing, and you can cast it in pretty much any direction, and it won't reduce your chi. I don't know what I just did. It won't reduce your chi unless you actually hit something with it. So I'll show you. So there's nothing over here, so I'm just going to do the Fire Blossoms. See? Nothing. As long as it doesn't hit something, you can keep casting it. And it increases damage the further away they are, so it says after 10 yards the damage is increased by 15%, and it roots them for 2 seconds. So it's kind of cool if you're having trouble catching up to a distance character. You just throw that at them, they're rooted, and you can catch up, maybe even roll down over there. That was roll. See? Another basic attack is this one right here. It's kind of weak, but if you're surrounded, it's probably a good idea to use it. It's called the spinning crane kick, and it hits everything within 8 yards every second for 4 seconds. One of the better stuns that you have is called leg sweep, and it basically just trips them, and if it was a humanoid, it would show them falling over, and it stuns them for 8 seconds. So it's pretty good. But they are one of the only characters that I know of that, or melee characters that I know of, that you can actually continue attacking constantly. Because you could just build up chi and then use these and then keep using your energy and just continuous attacking. What else? They have these things that they drink. This one's fortifying brew, so you drink it, and for 20 seconds your health is increased by 100%, but any healing done to you won't heal you until the effect expires. But when the effect expires, then all the healing that would have been happens all at once. See how it said absorbed? And then when it's over, it all hits you at once to heal you. Another distance attack that they have is called Crackling Jade Lightning, right here. So it attacks them, and it's a channeled thing, and when they actually hit you, it'll knock them back, but that has an 8-second cooldown. It's kind of weak, but if you're about to kill some caster and he's just being really pesky and keeps running away, you can just keep casting that and he'll die. You can literally cast that non-stop until a player is dead. But, like I said, it is pretty weak. This one right here, it's called Summon White Tiger Statue, I think. Yeah. And basically, when you use 3 chi, it'll summon a white tiger, and the further away you are, the more damage it will cause. You'll see in a second. See it right there? Bam. And once it gets to a certain distance, it'll actually start sprinting, just like it did right there, and when it hits the target, it'll do a certain amount of damage. So you just pop one of those up whenever you're in a fight, and it will just a little bit extra damage. And these are healing spheres, which also you probably want to do before the battle since they take up so much time and energy. So you cast these out, and when you run into them, they heal you. See? These are... oh wow, it just lagged out on me. But basically that's pretty much I'm pretty sure I went over like everything, but that's like the gist of it. They're a really awesome character.